It is 6:01 on your Friday morning. Good morning to you, Kentuckiana. I'm Jim Stratman. Grace has the day off. She is probably sleeping in and enjoying, Matt, a cooler start than maybe we've seen throughout this week, but it's going to get hot again today.
Up really quick, Jim. As we head into the afternoon hours, those temperatures are going to make their way back into the 90s, but feel like 100 degrees. The heat advisory still in place until 8 p.m. across Kentuckiana, so make sure you're following all of those heat safety protocols. Bring your pets inside. Make sure you're checking on those that are sensitive to the heat. It is going to be another hot day for us. Sunrise happening so far with us across Kentuckiana, 75 degrees here in Louisville. Winds out of the southeast at 6 miles per hour. We're continuing to see those temperatures in those lower to mid 70s for most of us, staying quiet and dry on satellite and radar. We're going to still see just a few of these small passing clouds until we head later on into the afternoon time. That's whenever they'll break apart to the start of the afternoon time. By 12 p.m. we hit 90 degrees. We'll see temperatures make their way into the mid 90s just into the later parts of the evening hours. And notice as we trend our way closer into the evening time, we'll see the chances develop for a few of those isolated showers and brief thunderstorms. So a heat advisory still in place throughout our Friday. We still have a lot of this heat and humidity sticking around, but the relief is on its way, especially as we head into next week. I'm going to have all the details about that coming up here in just a few short minutes. Here's a quick check of traffic this morning. So far, we're looking good to go on all of our major roads. No matter where you're headed this morning, north, south, east, or west, you're good to go. The only real holdup is on I-64 westbound near exit 15 from South Hurstbourne Parkway. That shoulder is blocked due to a stalled vehicle. Jim?
Thank you very much, Matt. Now to the trial of Joseph Lawson and Brooks Houck, the two men charged in the death of Crystal Rogers. On Thursday, jurors learned that Houck may have secretly recorded his police interview using a device bought just days after Rogers disappeared. A realtor claimed that Rogers accused Houck of cheating. That was struck from the record by the judge. And an employee of Houck told jurors Houck's mother, Rosemary, said she wanted to find someone to, quote, get rid of Rogers. Meanwhile, the defense brought up their own phone records, calls from Houck to Rogers after she went missing, and text messages to her cousins asking where she was and whether or not she was with them. Court is set to wrap up for the week with more witnesses expected to take the stand later today. WHAS11's Alexander Goldberg and photojournalist Aspen Hester are in Bowling Green with what we can expect.
It's the final day of trial in week one, and we're expecting to hear from more witnesses for the Commonwealth. It comes after a day of stunning admissions from witness testimony and a phone call from the interrogation room. Former lead detective John Snow testifying that a phone call from Nick Houck to Brooks Houck in the interrogation room is what led police to suspect Nick for the first time in the case of Crystal Rogers.
The way that I look at it is I'm innocent. I ain't done nothing wrong.
Houck's brother advising him to up and leave the examination.
I know you told me innocent people have got jammed up, but if you're telling me to leave, I'll get up and leave.
Prosecutor Shane Young seen here outside of the courtroom during a break. Earlier, leaving jurors with an early indication of what he thinks is a family affair. More witnesses back to back take the stand, including Danny Singleton, Houck's friend and former employee, who says Houck's mother Rosemary came up to him at a home construction site. Quote, it was over Crystal. She wanted to find someone to get rid of her. I told her around this town and with money, you can get anything done. But he assures the jury he never acted on it, and he never told police. Kept it to myself, is what he told the courtroom. The first few witnesses and many cross-examinations to come as the Commonwealth's witnesses take the stand. In Bowling Green, Alexander Goldberg, WHAS11 on your side.
The jury will return to court in Warren County this morning around 8:30 Central Time. And for a full breakdown of what to expect in the courtroom, our Alexander Goldberg will be joining Brooke Hash on WHAS11 Plus at 1 p.m. For more extensive coverage of the full day at trial, Shay McAllister and Alexander Goldberg are going to join Doug Proffitt and WHAS11 legal analyst Nick Mudd at 9 p.m. on WHAS11 Plus. You can download the free Plus app and watch it on your TV, again, for free. Protesters outside, critics inside, but ultimately the Louisville Metro Council passed an amended version of Mayor Greenberg's $1.2 billion budget by a 21-4 margin last night. The budget includes money to build the city's first new fire station in 15 years, plus funding to hire larger police, fire, and EMS recruit classes. It expands affordable housing, adds upgrades to the libraries and parks, and creates a new drone first responders program. It also portions out big investments, $9 million in total, in business development funds split between South, East, and West Louisville. each of those areas in the city getting about $3 million apiece. The final budget sparked some mixed reaction, though, among Metro Council members.
This budget does not offer a vision, not even one that I disagree with, so much as it addresses challenges at the margin.
Again, after a lot of conversation, feel like we've arrived at a budget that captures the desires, the priorities.
There was an amendment proposed last night that would have shifted money away from police funding and into public transportation and social programs, but that failed to gain any support last night. The budget will now go into effect on July 1st. A major economic announcement for Louisville as GE Appliances says it's investing $490 million to bring production back to the Derby City. The company will begin producing combination washer-dryer machines and front-loaded washers at what GE calls its new flagship facility. They'll also be producing key parts along with finished products on site. The move marks a major reshoring effort, shifting manufacturing away from China to Kentucky amid current economic policies and tariffs.
Right now, many companies are struggling to make big decisions like this. And what we're announcing today, it's a bold one, and one that it will shape our future, the future in the state, and the future in our city.
The investment will create about 800 new jobs. Louisville is supporting the project with $4 million in cash incentives. The new production line is set to open up in 2027. Right now, you're taking a look at drone footage of progress being made on a near $1 billion VA medical center in Louisville. After more than a decade's worth of planning, it is starting to take shape, and we got a first exclusive look inside the new center off of Brownsboro Road. It's going to replace the aging Robley Rex facility located on Zorn Avenue. Officials say it'll offer modern care for more than 45,000 veterans in Kentucky and southern Indiana, including a women's health clinic. It'll feature everything from MRI machines to operating rooms, labs, a 104-bed inpatient unit, and outpatient services like audiology and optometry. What makes this project unique, though, is that many of the workers who are actually building the 1 million square foot facility are veterans themselves.
For me, being a vet, to coordinate on a facility which will serve service members who are serving our country. You just take pride in doing something like that.
Louisville's new VA Medical Center is on track to open in late summer of next year. You can watch the full story and our tour on our homepage, WHAS11.com. 3 people are displaced this morning after a house fire in Prospect. Officials from Anchorage Middletown Fire and EMS say it happened just after 9:30 last night on Chestnut Hill Drive in the Hunting Creek subdivision. 3 adults had already evacuated the house by the time the crews arrived. Officials say the fire started outside due to an electrical equipment failure at the meter. Nobody was hurt.